Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today's recipe is a get it together and go, because I know you parents, you are gearing up for school. Some of you may have already even started, and you are looking for quick and easy recipes that you can get together on a weeknight that will be good and nutritious and made in your air fryer. Now today we're going to actually use the Flare T12 Blazant air fryer that I did a review on last week. And we're going to use a recipe out of the cookbook that they sent along with it, but we're going to switch it up just a little bit so that it will fit into the get it together and go. So if you're ready for this recipe, let me tell you what you're going to need. You're going to need chicken thighs or chicken breast, salt, pepper, 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 2/3 of a cup of freshly grated Parmesan, and 2 large eggs. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is get your chicken cut into bite-sized pieces, no bigger than about 1.5 inches, but you could do 1.5 inches to 2 inches depending on how long you want to wait for your air fryer to be done. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to take some eggs in a small bowl, and we're going to beat them up as messily as humanly possible. Actually, that's just me, sorry. Because I'm like, get it together and go. Like, I love quick dinners because then I'm in and out of the kitchen. Now, I know I love to adventure in my kitchen, but sometimes you just gotta feed the family and be done with it. So let's go ahead and salt and pepper our chicken. So this is just some regular Joe average salt. Just gonna salt it really well. And we're gonna pepper it as well. And then we're going to take a pair of tongs and we're just going to toss it around. And then we're going to salt and pepper it again, just so everything has some salt and pepper. All right, and once it's salt and peppered and your eggs are beaten, we are going to go over to our dry mix. So our dry mix is the Italian seasoning, the garlic powder, the Parmesan, and the panko. Today I am using gluten-free panko, much to my husband's dismay. Just trying to stay gluten-free as much as possible, but you don't have to use gluten-free. Obviously, the recipe is just for 1 cup of panko. And we're just going to give that a good mix until we see everything evenly distributed. All right, and once that's mixed together, evenly distributed, we are gonna go ahead and start dipping our chicken in both the egg and the panko and then getting it right on our tray. And we're gonna use the wired tray, but I have the drip tray already installed inside here, so it will catch any of the dribbles and I can clean it up really easily. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm going to dip and dip and put it on a tray, and that's just it. So I'm going to do all that in fast forward. All right, and now that the tray is filled and you don't want to overfill it, let's get it into the air fryer. Now, what I love about this air fryer is that you have a preheat function, so I'm going to go ahead and get it preheated. I probably should have done it before I started coding, but still learning this machine. So I am going to look at my little cheat sheet here, which is a magnet stuck to the top of the machine because it's not covering any vents. And it says chicken is 360. I use that in case I don't have a recipe and I don't know. So let's set the temperature to 360. There we go. And the time we have is, let's do about 8 minutes. The original recipe says 25 minutes. Which, yes, I know that's a big difference, but mine is boneless and it's smaller, and this was bone in and skin on. So 8 minutes, we'll try it. We're gonna hit the preheat button and we're gonna hit the flip reminder, and that means it's going to beep at us and tell us to flip it over at the halfway point. This machine will beep for a full 30 seconds to remind you to flip over your meat or whatever it is that you're cooking. If you are right on it when it's going off, all you have to do is push the play button or the start button and it will stop beeping at you and you can flip it over. So there we go. The other thing I like about this machine, which I mentioned in my review, if you didn't see that, is we have a warming progress bar right here. And when the bar reaches all the way over to here, we know that it's preheated and ready to go. But it will beep at us, but we can actually see our progress. So had I turned it on while I was preparing this, I would know that it was almost ready to go in, but that's okay. I did heat it up a little bit just a little while ago, so it's not too far away from being ready to go. I've mentioned several times about my oven gloves. It's very important when you have an air fryer that you have oven gloves. There we go. It's preheated, ready to go, because the inside of these air fryers are super hot and all of the places, all of the parts are really, really hot. So let's go ahead and push play and get that right in, right there. And yeah, I'll be back in 8 minutes to show you the results and hopefully get some more in. All right, we'll see you back here. Okay, the last of the trays has just come out and check out how beautiful those are. I'm not gonna lie, I've been snacking on them for the past 20 minutes, but there are some things that you need to know. This actually took 16 minutes, not 8 minutes, so double the time, and I did not flip them over. I found that when I tried to flip them over, they stuck a little bit too much, and so I just left them there and called them good. I also sprayed a little bit of spray oil on them to help them brown up, because I noticed when I didn't spray the spray oil, do you see the difference? They were a little paler. So this is definitely ideal. And you guys, the flavor of these is fantastic. I'm not gonna taste the ones that just came out because that's way too hot. But depending on the size of your chicken, adjust your times as necessary. But my chicken took anywhere from 14 to 16 minutes. But check out these beautiful chicken. Nice and crunchy. Oh, it's so good. The flavors are spot on. This is a good recipe that I will continue to make throughout my days because it was so easy. I hate breading stuff, but I'll do it for these. These are pretty darn good. It's so crunchy. It's amazing, especially being that they're gluten-free. Okay, that is one thing I want to mention. Hold on. Since these are gluten-free, they do look a little bit different than obviously the panko breadcrumbs, but these are so good. So if you're gluten-free, check out the 4C panko breadcrumbs. They are really good, really crunchy, and there's nothing about this that I will change except for adding some spray oil. And yeah, it adds the calories a little. If you don't mind the pale looking chicken, see the difference between these two? Then it's no huge deal. These were done in at 14 to 16 minutes. Those ones stayed in for 16. One of these stayed in for 14. So you just have to check after, say, about 12 minutes, see what you think, and then go from there. Again, I didn't turn them over because they were sticking. Probably if I sprayed the tray with a little bit of cooking oil, maybe they wouldn't have stuck, but knowing that it was egg, it's probably gonna stick anyway, and they didn't need to be turned. They were just fine. So I really enjoyed using the Blazant Flare T12 air fryer for this recipe. And again, I got it right out of their book that comes with it. There's a few more recipes that I'd like to try out in there, so I'm sure that I will share those adventures with you when they happen. All right, you guys, well, it is time for dinner, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and serve these up to my family. It was truly a get it together and go, because that was done really quickly. If you enjoyed that video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week, and I'm always looking for the next adventure. So, if you've got an idea for me, leave it in the comments below. I read all the comments, and even if I don't respond right away, I am reading them and I am taking all of your ideas into consideration. And I always love constructive criticism because I'm an everyday cook. I am not a trained professional. So if you have tips for me, I love to read them. All right, well, we will see you on the next adventure. Bye.